What up, everybody? Welcome to Let's Talk Culture, episode 48. We are almost at 50 episodes. That's kind of crazy. It's starting to get hot in Chattanooga, so make sure y'all drinking your water and staying cool. Make sure y'all doing that because it's getting hot. It would seem.
Yeah, what Iggy said, more water, more life.
What up with you, man?
What's up, man?
That boy fresh out of church with the Tennessee polo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
They had like a scholarship day. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna wear a college shirt today. I had to put my team on, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Of course.
But yeah, fresh out of church. Another episode, Let's Talk Culture, episode 48.
Yes,
But
sir.
I heard you talking about water, so I had to come on there and I
Yeah. It's
I
getting
approve
hot.
this message. More water, more life.
Yeah, it's getting hot outside, so gotta start drinking water more.
Yeah, you doing good though?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Ready to get the show started. I'm excited. Got a game 7 in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Game 7. Yes, sir.
So I'm excited about
Playoff
that.
been lit.
Uh,
You any luck yesterday?
yeah, yeah.
Let's
Good
go.
luck. Good luck.
Let's
Good luck.
go.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Iggy shut down.
Absolutely. Uh, yeah, it was a good time, man.
Heck yeah.
Good time.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, man. Today's good. Today's an exciting day. It's a lot to talk about from
A
this past
lot.
week. That we gotta really, get to.
Telling you.
A lot of wild things. A lot of things within hip hop. A lot of things within basketball to discuss. So yeah, man, it's been crazy.
It's up, man. Everybody tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So do you want to start with the NBA playoffs and get it knocked out?
Yeah, we can start with the playoff.
Since we got a game 7, go ahead and start there.
Yeah.
So Indiana beat Cleveland. As I said before on the show, I gotta start tuning into the show
Yeah,
because I be really putting y'all on.
you did call that.
I said I never believed in Cleveland. I know they was hurt. I know that's the excuse they're gonna use,
Yeah.
but I never believed in them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so salute the Spider. He did as much
He
as
did
he could, bro.
as much as
340
he could.
points. But hey, it was him. Look, it was him versus the Pacers.
Yeah, which happens to be a lot. I don't know. I think I brought this up on the last episode as far as Spider, like his scoring, does it really translate to wins, or is it just more like
Yeah, the
I
stats. Yeah.
think there's a difference in scoring. Like we see guys that score that actually it translates to winning games,
hmm
and guys that score that just get buckets. It don't really matter either or if it affects the game or not.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain that unless you actually play it or watch it. You know what I mean? You know the difference between what I'm talking about.
hmm
For example, somebody like Kobe, right? He'll go 1 of 8 the whole game. You know what I mean? Maybe two. Well, he'll probably shoot it more than that. Two to 10, 2 of 9, something like that. Then the fourth quarter comes, he
Go
shoots it
crazy.
more. 14, 15 shots up. He hits what 7, 8 arrows in the fourth quarter. So that completely changes the game. His scoring actually affected the game.
hmm
You could just look at it on a stat sheet and see he scored this amount of points throughout the game, but that doesn't tell the story of how he got those points and when he got them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's why I said about Donovan Mitchell, like, is his score really able to translate the wins, or is he just a scorer?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he know how to get buckets, but it doesn't never really show up when it matters, or in like crucial times, he not getting those buckets. You know what I mean? So yeah, but
Yep.
yeah, Indiana beat Cleveland, back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. Uh,
Yeah. Shout out to the Knicks for exposing Boston for who they really are.
yeah,
Prayers up to Tatum, but yeah, we tried to tell y'all they relied on the 3-pointer, and when they fall down, then
It's
they a basic
a
team.
wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Shout out to my cousin Jalen Brown. He did as much, as he could. But bro, I seen a stat when I was watching that game. Did you know in game 1 and 2, the Celtics they made 25 out of 100 threes. Game
Nah, I didn't
1
know
and 2, they made 25 out of 100 threes.
Man, that's really bad.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like really bad. I hate this style of play. I'm glad that
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad the Knicks exposed them. We get the rematch, and then I want to give a shout out to Reggie Miller and Spike Lee because with TNT with their deal going up, they said this is gonna be the last televised playoff game.
Oh yeah?
So that was like, what a way to go out, Reggie and Spike Lee, because the history with
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
that was cool.
I saw that it's been like some foreshadowing of that wrestling did. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's this dude that
When they brought them on,
there's this dude that he like trolls fans, and then he saw Spike Lee at the Democratic convention last fall, and he was trolling him, and he said Indiana's better than the Knicks. I was like, no, people was kind of like foreshadowing that a little bit.
mm-hmm. So yeah, this series is gonna go crazy, and everybody healthy, like no injuries or nothing. Yeah, they're gonna go crazy.
Oh, let me grab my other laptop real quick, but
yeah, go ahead and shout out to the Timberwolves for sending the Warrior fans. They had so much to say about the LA squad. Now they in Cancun hanging with us, and I just find it crazy because they said if the Warriors won, Curry was gonna come back game 6. So the fact Minnesota closed it out, Minnesota closed it out before he could come back. That was funny to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I didn't think he was coming back, honestly.
You didn't think he was coming back for real?
Nah, I didn't. It didn't
But
seem
yeah,
like it.
prayers up for Steph, man. But yeah, I was like, that was crazy. They say if they win game 5, Curry gonna play game 6. I said, yeah, they gotta close it tonight. And
Yeah, they
man,
beat them. They beat them straight through. They didn't have the Golden State just didn't have the score in the match.
yeah. And then with the rumors, they said Kuminga might be gone next season.
Oh, he's definitely gone.
Yeah, it was about him being gone. Shout out Jimmy Butler. He it was still a good trade. So y'all don't get on Jimmy case. Yeah, man. Then we got this game 7, man. They saying Aaron Gordon, he's still questionable, or I think
He's out.
he out.
Yeah,
And I feel
hamstring. He's out.
that's a big piece. So
Several weeks.
unless
Absolutely, he's been balling.
Jokic go hit 60-20 and like he did the other game, I don't know, bro. I got OKC closing it out. And then we're gonna get Shea versus Anthony Edwards. Oh my goodness. So, but I know it's gonna be an epic game 7 for sure though. So, who you got coming out, the Pacers and the Knicks?
That's crazy to even say those two teams. The Pacers probably look. Somebody said the Timberwolves look the best. I think the Pacers look the best right now as far as teams. They look the most complete.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jalen Brunson is having a fantastic playoff run.
Big
He's
facts.
definitely etching his name in the history books definitely for the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the Knicks goes, he's a legend now. He took them to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since the '90s, dog. So
yeah, and it's like his second year playing with them.
No, I think it's his third.
Third, I knew it was either second or third.
But when he came there, they wasn't expecting him to be, franchise changing player though. You know what I mean? he showed some stuff in Dallas, but they was thinking that you had to add him, bringing him in with there's no Julius Randle and all this other stuff.
Yeah, if you know a Dallas fan, give him a hug.
Yeah,
I got rid of y'all got
we
rid
got
of
rid of
Brunson
Jalen
and
Brunson and
Luka,
Luka Doncic.
and now y'all trying to get Cooper. Thinking
They
that's
gonna trade
gonna be.
that pick. I'm telling you, dog, that pick get traded.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I've been seeing people say that too. That he gonna get traded. And then shout out
I
to
called that for the job too. Check the show out when we talked about it. When they got the pick.
And big shout out to Ace Bailey. No matter who he get drafted on, gotta get a jersey.
Yeah, I want him to go to a good team though. I don't want him to go to Portland. Everybody keeps saying Portland. I'm like, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, they still trying to get it together. I mean, Chauncey Billups, salute, but
they did okay
they trying
this
to
year.
they trying to sell the team.
They did okay.
The dude who
trying
to sell it.
Damn, that would suck.
Michael Jordan don't buy him.
It's some history in it's some history there.
But yeah, we'll see, man. But yeah, I did a post about that the other day. I was like, what if this was the play all along? Like get rid of Luka. Because normally the first pick be the team who got the worst record. So I'm like, for Dallas, a team that was in the playoffs.
There's a lottery though. You don't automatically get that.
Oh, okay.
Your chances go up for getting it, but that doesn't mean you get it. That's what Dallas got.
Okay. So I was like, I wonder if that was the play. Yeah, let's get rid of Luka. We finna have
we know behind closed doors that's what it looks like. But
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I do like the fact that they taking away the tanking, like tanking that's automatically to get you the number one pick.
Yeah, because the two worst teams they didn't even make.
They tied. I think 5 and 6.
Yeah.
They ain't getting no game changer for real position. I mean, they might depending on who's there, but I think the top guys can go 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody talking about Cooper Flag, they saying there's other people saying his ceiling's Andre Karolinko. I'm like, I don't know about that because we seen Cooper Flag hoop against the USA team, and he was getting to it. He didn't like Andre Karolinko then to me.
Yeah.
So we'll see what his game translates to in the league.
For sure.
It's a lot of pressure on him as the white savior.
Come on now, come from Duke. You already know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Duke. Yeah, he just followed the path.
Yep.
That's previously aligned to him. I thought he played good in the tournament too. I mean, that was a tough loss.
Yeah.
But
it's just crazy because I called it. I said, bro, they gonna get him to shoot the last shot, bro. I said, I don't know what play.
No one else was touching that basket.
Yeah, nobody was touching that basket.
Yeah, he was by far the person touching that. So,
but yeah, I ain't even mad because it wasn't as bad as how Houston lost to Florida.
Yeah, that was bad.
Houston got lucky if you think about it.
I don't know how they got lucky.
If you a Houston, you know a Houston fan, get them a hug too.
Yeah, they haven't
lost to Florida, then got put out first round.
Yeah, after being a number 2 seed, lose to Warriors, who lost to the Timberwolves, which I think the Warriors beat the Timberwolves and Steph plays. So,
yeah, for sure.
But we can't say that.
We ain't say nothing with Boston when they was beating up everybody that was hurt. So yeah, it is what it is.
I did.
I know. Yeah, I'm just saying like everybody else. Oh, it wasn't their fault. It was hurt.
I'm gonna definitely discredit Boston. There ain't chance I get. I hate Tatum. Tatum's gone for at least a year.
Yeah. That's why I said prayers up to Tatum, bro.
He's gone for a year, dog.
Yeah, man. And I don't know.
The whole franchise about to change for real.
Yeah. And then I think I did see something they was talking about Drew Holiday and Porzingis. I think they supposed to be free agents after this season too. So
who would Drew Holiday fit the best?
I don't know.
He got to go to a contender.
He done play his role in all the teams he been on. We can use him in LA.
We can use him. Yeah, we
can use him.
We need to get a big though. That's the number one goal for us.
Right. Then they talk
He might.
about they said AR. I think he's supposed to be a free agent this year too.
Yeah.
And people think he's gonna go to the Knicks.
I mean,
That'd be
it's not a
crazy.
bad fit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not a bad fit.
That ain't bad.
Would they move? Who would they move? So would they move Bridges to the what? 3?
I can see it.
Who gets moved out of the starting lineup? They got Bridges, OG, Cat, Jay.
He can come off the bench.
He's not coming off the bench. He starts right now for the Lakers. He starts for the Lakers. Why would he come off the bench?
I'm saying there's a lot of people who started somewhere and had to adjust.
Not when they get for a big payday. They not.
True.
Reeves trying to get paid. That's why he's leaving. He can play off the bench.
But haven't McHale been like a six man?
Who?
Haven't McHale got like a 6 man of the year?
McHale?
Yeah, McHale Bridges. I don't know. I just feel he feel like one. I don't know. I can see him if he was
to the Knicks. Yeah. I think they play better with him starting. They do not even come out.
That is true, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if Reeves comes in there and changes it. You can't really move OG. I mean, I guess you can have him come off the bench, maybe, but
I don't know.
I don't see that happening.
This offseason gonna be crazy though.
I don't see the Knicks changing much about what they do.
You got them. Giannis already said, "Hey, he come to LA, Miami, or New York." So I don't know how the Bucks. Yeah, in Miami. Yeah, I don't know how the Bucks.
I think that's Dallas about to trade that pick to Milwaukee for Giannis.
Ooh, Kyrie, Giannis, and Anthony. Ooh,
Milwaukee. They get a number 1 pick. They start their franchise over.
Doc Rivers still have a job?
No, he's fired. He don't need to get hired again.
At all, bro. Look, I don't knock a brother getting a job, but man, he didn't even finish the TV job. That man was on TV for 10 days. Ended up for coach again.
He got up out of there.
Clearly, bro.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean today I didn't make my pick. I think I got OKC coming out today too. I want to see that OKC Minnesota matchup. Yeah. Ant versus Shea.
And if OKC wins, Shea gets MVP.
I mean, he gonna get it anyway. I think.
You think he gonna get it anyway?
Yeah. But this is definitely showing. This is the battle of the MVPs, man. It's showing up for sure.
Big fact.
But yeah, I think Aaron Gordon going out hurts the Nuggets a lot.
Yeah.
They're gonna miss him. He's been playing really well.
Unless somebody
the Nuggets don't have a rotate. They're only rotating 6 players, 6, 7 players.
Yeah.
Russ. He comes off the bench for them. Russ, and that's it, right? Yeah. Bron starts.
But I wonder if Russ gonna start since Gordon gonna be out.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. I don't know who they're gonna pull off the bench though.
Yeah. So one of them gonna have 6, 7 only guys. Way they win is if somebody have a spectacular game.
Jokic is playing the entire game today. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I hope he knows that 2 o'clock. Right now it's 2 o'clock. I hope he's mentally prepared that you will be playing the entire game for the next hour and a half, 2 hours or so, brother. Just want to let you know, so prepare yourself.
But yeah, I was like, only way they win is if Jokic or somebody over there have a spectacular game, or if OKC just have an off game.
I don't see OKC having an off game. I don't see that. I really
Shay's gonna go crazy.
I told you, bro, when we started. I said I think this is Shay's. This is Shay's time.
Gonna go crazy.
It feels like it. It feels like this is his chance to kind of etch his name, because OKC's kind of, even though they're playing well and nobody knows, they still on the radar. They don't really get the respect that they deserve, I think.
Because they
especially him as a player. Especially him as a player, just because you hear Ant, you hear all these other players. You don't ever really hear about Shea amongst our community, at least. I know he's Canadian.
Yeah.
But when you hear black people and all that, they don't really be talking about shit like that. And if you watch his game, that boy is lethal. So I would like to see him get an opportunity to showcase that on a worldwide level. People can't miss it.
Big fact. And to everybody tuning in, that game is at 3:30 on ABC.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to be. Once we get out the episode here, that's what I'm turning it on.
You already know.
All right. So we'll get off that. Basketball's ahead today, so we'll be able to address that later this week.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get into it.
What we getting into, man?
The number one topic from this week.
The number one, top of the list.
Top of the list. Mr. Diddy himself.
The Diddler.
So his trial this past week has definitely heated up. It started. And it has dominated the news.
Everywhere. Couldn't miss it. Even if you wanted to.
Nah, yeah, you can't miss it. It's everywhere.
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan.
So we've heard
a
lot from Cassie. Cassie's been talking with the past couple of days,
right? A lot. Yeah. These past couple of days, she's been talking. And a lot has been revealed.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, brother, before I get into mine?
Well, before I start being funny, I want to know what she could possibly wrote in that book that is worse than what we've been hearing in this trial. Lord.
Yeah. That's probably why she's going crazy in the trial, because he locked that book up.
Bruh.
Can't
that's what I'm saying, bruh. And then, too, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, we know the charges that he got. And the stuff that's being, presented. Like, I know it's going to be more people that come up and talk and this and that. But it's like, of course, yeah, what Diddy did is messed up. But the fact that she was down with this, but she got immunity. So even though she was in Rico, I felt that's you know what I'm saying? So the fact she got immunity and could present this, even though she played a role in it, we seen the text messages and stuff. She off the hook. Meanwhile, the person you was doing it with, even though his charges is, you can say all this, but they still gonna get him on the charges if he guilty of that. But I feel this stuff will persuade the jury. I wonder, is they gonna look at the facts, or is they gonna look at the emotions? Is they gonna, is that's how he gonna get charged, like found guilty or not guilty? It's gonna be based on the facts or the emotions. But I just feel she just is guilty too. Like I said, not standing up for Diddy. What he did was wrong. We seen the video, in the hotel and everything. But I just feel if you was down too, because you said in that text, hey, I'm always down. Then,
Yeah,
it's crazy out here.
So my take on it is, I think I said this last week too. She bears accountability for, staying for so long. And I think because they met when she was 19, you know what I mean? And what he offered her as far as her career and stuff, I could see her being 19-year-old, maybe more promiscuous, maybe more sexual. So yes, there are certain things that she should be accountable for. Absolutely. As far as jail, I don't know about that for her, because
no.
Diddy, she's guilty in that way.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when men are controlling like that and very like manipulative, and like that text, that's coming from his defense, right?
Yeah.
She's saying I'm always down. Like, that's, to me, that's manipulative, because we also know that she had to be down. It wasn't necessarily like a choice at certain points.
Yeah.
Like, once they got to a point in their relationship, it wasn't a choice anymore. That's why, like, when I'm hearing about, she was still doing stuff while she was talking to her now husband, I'm like, I mean, she had been with him for how long? I mean, you got to think about what that's like. Imagine if he said, "You ready for the freak out?" And she said, "No, I'm not. I don't want to do them anymore."
Facts.
I'm just saying. So that's coming from the defensive attorney. So yeah, it's gonna look like, oh, well, she was down too. She said she was down. What are we talking about?
Yeah,
But we're not keeping in mind that their relationship was not.
very
He was very
controlling.
controlling.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So certain things she had to do. It wasn't no yes or no. And
Yeah,
her saying these things just helped him get to whatever sexual place he needed to get to. Yeah, she down. Yeah, I know she down. You know what I mean? Like he's
yeah,
like
the
a psychopath and everything.
ego. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
so I to me it's kind of like I want to be careful about like saying that she's just as accountable as Diddy because at the end of the day it's kind of like it's kind of like somebody selling like some grams here and there of weed versus a kingpin.
Hmm.
Are you accountable for selling the weed? Yeah. Are you like are you in charge? Are you the one pushing it out? Are you one controlling things? No. And that's how I feel about Diddy as far as Cassie. Was she involved? Yes. Was she controlling it? No. She wasn't lining up the party. She wasn't bringing in that. She wasn't paying. She wasn't, you know what I mean? Like these are things he was orchestrating, had his family orchestrating and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And so it's I just want to say that because yes, I do think a lot of times men show you who they are very early. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah,
too many
they,
men. There are some conniving men that can hold who they are for 1 or 2, 3 years, but eventually
yeah,
it'll
you gonna
show.
see.
But usually men of power
Hmm.
that have choices that can do what they want, they definitely gonna show you. So if you're gonna be investing in that, you know, if you crack that door open, he gonna open it
Go to
all the
mile, yeah,
way.
the extra mile.
So
Hmm.
and he had the power, he had the control. And I seen people. I'm like, why did she leave? I'm like, well, Diddy was blowing up cars,
Yeah,
holding people over the
the kid.
balconies.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Michael B. Jordan got threatened because he was talking to her like over the phone. It's like so clearly he was on some like
Yeah,
other shit.
stalking.
So
Hmm.
for saying like why didn't she leave? Like she had to get to a place to where
Yeah, she
probably
had enough strength to finally, yeah,
well also
like not
to be honest
caring what the
to
repercussions
have
is. You know, I'm
another
gone.
to have another man. You know what I mean? Because I don't think she could have just left on her own without being in another rate with a man that could provide safety for her. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And so whether
I
we
ain't
look
gonna
at
hold
dude,
you though.
what's up?
Did that is the husband she with now? Did he used to work for Diddy?
Yeah, he hired her to be her trainer. So
Okay,
he tried to get money back for that because they ended
okay,
up dating and get married and all that.
okay. Because yeah, I was wondering. I was like, that was kind of crazy too.
Yeah. So he honestly he probably knew about some of the stuff, and then everybody saying he can't sit. I'm like, I would hope
I wouldn't
and
want to sit
pray.
through that either.
I would hope and pray that I would tell her, like, listen, you are now a witness, right?
Uh
So
huh.
that means they're going to ask you things on the stand. You need to tell me. I don't care how crazy, how messed up it is. You need to tell me now because I don't
Tell
want to hear about
me.
nothing new. I don't want to hear about nothing new in that courtroom. That's what I tell her. I don't want to
Oh,
hear about nothing new. If I hear about something
bro,
new in that courtroom,
that was gonna that was gonna be my next question, Iggy. Because hey, boy, the way they be telling that some of that stuff,
yeah, you
like
got to.
I
I've been
know
in.
we, like I said, bro, I know like, of course, you know we see missing stuff all the time, but they on a whole nother stratosphere, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a different world.
Like they,
I,
yeah,
and I'm only speaking to him just in that perspective, but I can't ever see myself. That woman, that you gotta be a strong man to go through the healing process with her,
that's
and
what
she
I'm
probably
saying,
been through.
fool.
She has been through a lot. You know what I mean? And even with her will, even with you understand that she was willing to do it at some point. You got to sit with that and be like, at a certain point, she was willing to be a part of that.
Hmm.
And then maybe it got crazy or whatever. But I do think, like I say, there was a lot of control aspect of their relationship. So pointing her to well she wanted to do it too is kind of like, well, what if she said
Yeah,
no? That's why I ask, like when people say that, I'm like, well, if she said no, then what?
yeah, and
He didn't
that's
have
what I'm
a gun
saying.
pointed to
Like you
her
said,
head.
that
I'm
and
like,
that's
you don't
facts.
know
Like
that.
I
You
ain't
don't
even,
know that
you
he
know,
didn't have a gun pointed to her head. we've seen him do crazy shit, so we don't know what he was doing behind closed doors. He might have pulled out the strap and put it to her hand and said, "Bitch, if you ever leave me, I will kill you." And he's already shown that he will do stuff like that. He will blow up cars for you.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was like you said, because you get so caught up in the messiness of it, you're not even thinking like that. You just, but yeah, like you said, and you know, me hearing other people talking about it, like
I mean, I know for a fact because I've got, I just had to kind of cut off a situation where there was a woman, she, you know, it was a fucked up situation, and you like as a man, that's why I try to step back because I'm like, as a man, it's hard for me to sit and see that, you know what I mean? Because, but men deal with it too, you know what I mean? They deal with it too with women, but I've seen like where I'm like, why do you keep going back? But there's some kind of like mental hold that kind of relationship has on people.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Where it's like there's a fear and there's like a thing that thinks it might get better or whatever. Like there's something about that that I have to.
That is fact.
So
especially like, you know, if it's like something new, like they're not used to getting treated
they're
like
not
that.
used to getting treated like that. Yeah, they don't know how to handle it. So yeah, definitely, most definitely. I think that's one of the biggest things. This is part of the show too. I personally feel like they're not even really getting to the RICO charges. It's been nothing but freak off.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I'm
yeah,
saying. It's
like,
just, they ain't even got to that
y'all
part
hadn't
yet.
even really got to what he's getting charged with. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the sex trafficking, it's been in there a little bit, but it ain't like we don't listen. Cassie was a part of it. Yes, she did. There was some crazy stuff going on. Yes. But I really feel like it's taken away from
What
it's weakening the
we here
case.
for?
Yeah, what is he? What are we charging him with? He's getting charged with a RICO. There's drugs. There's other things involved with that, and we haven't got on any of that. It's nothing but freak offs, and it's all getting out to the media. It's like I feel like certain things don't need to really be getting out of court. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Literally, like
I
I
just
said,
feel
we see messy
because
stuff
now
all
you
the
got
time.
public opinion on this stuff. How are you keeping the jury away from hearing all of these public opinions in the age of social media?
Preach.
Are you secluding them off in a hotel with nobody around? Because everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing? Like, how are you? So I just feel like, you're hearing all this stuff. I feel like it's taken away from the case. I feel like if they really trying to get Diddy, they need to really try to get him. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we knew. I don't think there's anybody that wasn't amongst the culture. Now, there are a lot of people that didn't know, obviously. But if you're in the culture, you knew Diddy was a freaky ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
He a fan.
yeah. Now we hearing about it and hearing all the details is just confirming it to a wild level. But there was no doubt in anybody's mind that he's always been shady. He's always been freaky as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
And I hate that. And I hate that Johnson let that man keep them in business because ain't nobody buying no baby oil like
They
that.
had to be putting the numbers on their invoices and being like, "Yo, what we something's up with this."
Literally, bro.
I guess they was just taking it.
We running out of stock, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
I can't even think of the time. I can't even think of a time I used a whole bottle. Like, you probably used that junk like a couple times, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't just buying it like that. So that, it's crazy. But yeah, that's all I was just saying. Like, when we gonna get to what he charged for? Like, I mean, of course, like you said, entertainment and giving us something to talk about. But yeah, some of it, yeah. I said it's crazy. You can't even get away from it.
Yeah, you can't.
It's something new every
everywhere.
day.
It's everywhere, man. It's like I don't even really. Not that I'm not keeping up with it, but I'm not trying to see it everything that's going on. But every outlet's talking about it. It's all over social media. It's kind of crazy. So. I'll be happy when we get to the actual charges and get to what they raided his house for, what they find. They ain't got to none of that. It's just been nothing but freak off stories.
Freak offs and baby oil.
What Cassie was willing to do and not do.
And the people who've been coming to see, because they was like,
not the one getting charged.
They said his kids walked out of court and stuff. Well, his daughters walked out of court and stuff. Like,
I think anytime you get
the Bible on day
the
one.
reason why she's getting immunity, which anytime you get immunity is there's always like a question mark to that. But I do think like she's getting immunity because she was like part of her job was to recruit the escorts and get people in. So like if she didn't get immunity from that, she's going to get charged.
Yeah.
But that you know what I mean. So I think with her being a key witness, she had to get it. You know what I mean. So
Yeah. Or,
uh,
and then too, this could just be her chance, like, you go to like mental health and stuff, like she probably just using this as like, hey, it probably been a burden on her for so long. And like, even though this
absolutely.
ain't what he going, of course we're gonna get to the charges, but like she gonna make him feel this, like, so and then too, like she got paid already, even though he tried to get the money back. But so
Yeah, she got paid already. Well, that's when he messed up. When that happened, that set off a red flag immediately because he
big
paid
fact.
off way too quick. So he already knew what it was. Hey man, you can't live that life and expect it not to catch up.
Exactly, bro. I tell people all the time, bro. Like karma is real.
Mm-hmm.
Like karma is real, and it ain't got no expiration date.
No, I don't.
You reap what you sow. Just because it ain't come now, it's gonna come back in some kind of way.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, y'all be careful out here.
So yeah, man, we'll keep up with the Diddy obviously as it continues into this week. Hopefully, it gets into some,
He a fan. He a
some real
fan.
charges.
He a fan.
Yeah, because I think y'all hearing about it enough. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get into some hip hop discussion.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
So we've seen another beef of brewing between TDE, quote unquote,
What's up?
and Joey Bada. So we talked about it
Nah,
before with Joey
salute Joey
Badass.
Bad.
Took a little bit of shots at Kendrick early in the year.
Yep, the
Rayvon
ruler's back.
and Daylight both responded to
Hey,
those.
y'all gonna stop sleeping on Rayvon, bro. Hey,
Bro, I'm not tired. So we're gonna get
that's my
into this.
boy. Hey,
We
that's
gonna
my
get into this.
dog, bro.
We're gonna get into this,
Yeah,
dog. So both
but
of
yeah,
those
Rayvon and
dropped. We don't
them.
hear nothing from Joey for like about a month, I would say, probably a month and a half. And they just dropped a cipher
The
in
Red
Big
Bull.
Sean and Absol with Red Bull. So
Shout out to Big
in
Sean
that,
for putting that together.
yeah, in that cipher, we see Joey respond to Rayvon, Daylight a few times, and he brings up Reason's name as being dropped from TDE. Absol's there. He responds back to his face, kind of saying like, "You don't want this kind of smoke from me." And then Rayvon drops right that very next day. So the
24
freestyle comes
hours.
out. 24 hours later, Rayvon drops.
Pop too.
And then Joey drops the finals.
And that was cold too.
And then Reason just dropped
I ain't
yesterday.
heard reasons yet.
Oh
He
man,
dropped yesterday.
listen. Yeah. Yeah, he responded yesterday.
Look, guys. I ain't even heard it yet, but you just seen Iggy reaction.
Oh
Excited.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all gonna get it
Yeah.
eventually.
Joey having so this is my take on this. Um Joey's having a tough time with the TD henchmen. I'm calling it, not to disrespect them,
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm saying.
they're not the
Salute to
main
Joey.
guys.
I mess with Joey.
And he and I do too. Joey's one of my guys. I just
Yeah.
find it funny that now all of a sudden like all these people were like, Joey's this, Joey that. I'm like, where y'all been? Because Joey he didn't get this kind of support before the beef. Before any kind of beef, he wasn't getting this kind of support. Now he in some beef, and y'all want to talk about he one of the best out of New York and all this other stuff because when he was really doing the shit, dropping these albums,
They was
it
not
was
messing
me and you
with him.
only talk about him.
Big
You know what I'm saying? Now, so
facts. I've been on Joey
anyway, so
since the hustle game days.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
he was
sure.
with Tip and them.
Yeah. So I mean, so now he's really at least to the public, he's more known for his acting than his raps. So, but that's not being disrespectful. That's just like, all right, we've seen two different careers as far as Kendrick and Joey Badass. So if you go come at Kendrick and you got to get Ray and Reason and all these other dudes out of here, you know that when the
And they
finals drop, I was like, this is a good response, but it's not enough to be
yeah,
like, I'm not. Y'all are in my way. I'm focused on one person and one person only. It didn't feel like that. It felt like you still kind of juggling them,
Mm-hmm.
and you leaving room for, you leaving room for to get washed up a little bit because Rayvon's doing. I rock with his, and he went crazy. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying? And
even the first
he
one,
put the foot on the back. He put the foot on the neck a little bit with
literally,
that one.
bro. Even the
So
first one when he rapped off the
yeah,
Part 6 beat,
yeah.
bro. I was convinced then. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah, he
y'all gonna
ready. He
learn
ready for it.
eventually.
He ready for this
Like,
moment.
don't
So,
get me wrong, New York is the mecca. It started there, originated there. We got some favorite artists
yeah,
out
but
there.
they ain't been
Enjoy
running
one of
that
our,
for a while. They
but
ain't
bro,
been running that for a while. When
trying
Rayvon
to
said,
tell
"You let
y'all, man,
Ice Facts become the king of New York," he
and
was
y'all
speaking
did,
nothing but facts
and y'all
because
did
that's what she was getting
until
called, the king of New
pulled up
York.
with them 20 Black Suburbans. You
Yeah,
ain't heard a peep.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
man, y'all let 6ix9ine be the king,
yeah.
and what
Y'all let
happened?
6ix9ine and Joey Badass was in his prime then. Talk to him, bro.
Come
That's what we're
on,
saying.
man.
Like he was the king of New York for a minute. So we
Like,
not finna
come
sit here
on,
and act
bro.
like
Now y'all
now
trying to get the OGs
y'all
back
trying to
into
get the
the.
y'all trying to get
Now
the
y'all trying
wave
to
going.
put Jim Jones back in the forefront and Cam and all and Mason all
Yeah,
them because
yeah,
y'all couldn't do it, bro.
yeah,
50 Cent don't even rap no more, and he's still a king out there with the shows and all that.
yeah.
Fat Joe, Ludacris. I mean, I was gonna say Ludacris, but now Jadakiss, the Locks, and all them. Like,
Mm.
it's crazy. The OGs got to come back and
Yeah,
save the culture.
to save the
All that
culture there. Yeah, because
drill, that
that new
jump.
music ain't doing. So
Like
don't
y'all
sit
tried to
here.
y'all tried to replicate Pop Smoke, it ain't work.
Yeah, he was the one.
That's
If
what I'm
y'all could have
saying.
kept him
He
alive,
was the one.
y'all would have had something. If Pop Smoke kept stayed alive, y'all would have had something like that. Now you talking. Now we talking. But Pop Smoke got killed, and everybody else is trying to keep his sound. Has not done it as well, which we knew that was going to happen. So,
Big fan.
uh, yeah, let's not finna act like y'all got like. That's
Y'all
what I mean. Like this whole like
y'all tried to take
All
out
these
little
Drake fans
TJ.
trying to get behind Joey Badass. I'm like. Just because y'all got lost, now y'all want to try to see somebody Kendrick bucket
Yeah.
Joey Bada. Joey Badass is I wouldn't say he's in a solid boxing match with a TDE henchman. He can't get those guys out of here. Daylight,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I like him, but if you coming at Kendrick, you should be able to get them boys out of there pretty quick so you can get his attention. But he on tour, so
Bro, you didn't learn
if you're not coming from no smoke, he not gonna stop his tour for you.
from Drake, Joey. Tried to go at
No.
Kendrick, but he tried to go at all these other people, tried to get them out the way. And
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
it didn't work.
And it didn't work. Well,
But
they
please,
gonna say he coming for
y'all
him.
keep it rap though. Y'all keep it rap. We don't
It's
want
only rap
nobody
so
hurt
far.
today.
It's only rap. Yeah, it's only rap so far. Ray mentioned his fiance. That was a little line stepper a little bit.
Yeah, and then I heard like they said they like he ain't respond no bars, but they was like he posted his brother.
Yeah, he posted Steve's, but he also predicted. They saying he predicted the response from Joey in his freestyle
Oh,
before, and
okay.
they saying it's a bunch of people saying he probably heard it before because that Joey the finals apparently he already had recorded. So
Oh,
they
so
saying
he
they
didn't
like
get
might
back
have
in the
heard.
booth. It was something.
So I'm like, so that's why I'm like, if this is true and he doing the whole TDE thing, putting a song, I'm like, bro, all right, it's looking like you taking a L. You know what I mean? This wasn't a new freestyle. It's something you've been holding. You might have added the lines in there about rating them and stuff, but
Updated
overall,
it and all that.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I'm like, what?
that's
No, they
crazy.
might be on the. He didn't heard your freestyle
Yeah,
before
that's
you
crazy,
dropped it. So yeah, because I'm like
bro.
I'm like, how you going? You ain't even got Pro Air going. How you gonna talk about some TV East? What's Pro Air doing?
Literally.
Nothing.
And I feel he tried to pull the Pac, because Pac was gonna do the Death Row East thing, when him and Bad
Hmm.
Boy and them was going
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. They trying to
So
do.
I
He
feel
trying
that's
to
what he
follow
kind
that.
of,
He trying to
yeah.
follow all that with
Who he
50
gonna
Cent did it too.
sign?
That's what
TDE.
I mean. Like he just doing control, but is it really gonna make money? You ain't really done that with Pro Air. You saying bosses do boss things like, yeah, you a boss of Pro Air, but you ain't. I mean, the guys on TDE probably making as much as you are. You the boss of Pro Air. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I was thinking today, I was like, what if Absol finally stepped in the ring after he did that TDE shit? And so
He
be
don't
like,
want right.
shit was sweet in the cipher, but it ain't sweet no
Yeah,
more.
he
Ooh,
don't want that.
he would get eviscerated, bro. That's what I try to
I'm trying
tell
to get
Drake fans. I was like, bro, Joey can't. He gonna struggle against Absol. He gonna struggle against Schoolboy Q. Like if they really get
mm-hmm.
to it, he gonna
That's
struggle.
what I'm saying.
He
You
can't
still
go
have
against
Vince
it.
Staples.
Yeah, he can't go against West is gonna ride together.
That's what I'm saying.
West is gonna
The
ride together.
West is
So
gonna
the East is
ride
not
together,
connected
bro.
at all. You're just now getting love. Y'all not connected in the East to go against the West.
That's how they lost against the West back in the day.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man. I'm trying to tell
you're
y'all.
already seeing it.
Y'all
Reason
vocabulary
not
could
even on
be
TDE no more. He responded. So yeah,
like y'all
that shit sweet.
vocabulary could be bigger than ours and this and that, but bro, come on, man.
They
No.
lyrical, miracle, spiritual, like
Yeah,
biblical.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
West side the best side, south side the best, bro.
So far,
I,
I think Ray Vaughn got the best song
big facts.
out of all of them. To
That's
me,
that's my boy. He got the best ones, bro.
so
And like
he
that
got the
last one he dropped, I played it like I
man.
think I
And
was
I've been
leaving
playing
work when I
that in the car. I've been playing it all over the place. I'm like, bro, he went crazy on this. This is a good step.
I'm telling
You
you.
know what I mean? And then when you hear Reasons, you're gonna feel the same way because he did like a 3 beat switch, and
Ooh.
this was a response right after Joey. So this is like a day later. So he flipping. You know what I mean? He really got to work right away.
Yeah.
So
I know Joey
yeah,
over there. Help. I'm
he brought
surprised
up
ain't
Reasons. That's what
nobody
I'm saying. Nobody can say that because he the one brought up the names. He responded to Ray
surprised ain't
Vaughn. He could have left the Ray
nobody
Vaughn
tried
shit
to
alone. If he didn't want to respond to Ray Vaughn, he could have left it alone. Just stayed focused on Kendrick, but he didn't.
nobody tried to step up for him though. You know,
Yeah, he not
like how
going.
we said, you know how
Who
we
gonna
said it was Spider versus the place.
yeah? Who gonna
It's
step
Joey
up?
versus
Who's
TD.
gonna step up for him?
I don't know.
They're not together. They're not united.
I don't know. He gonna have to get
He
the
he
OGs,
need
bro.
he need guys like yeah. He really need guys like Dave East or somebody like that to step up for him.
Oh, yeah. I miss Davies.
Then that's what's gonna bring out Av and
Yeah,
all
I
them
miss with
niggas.
Davies. Yeah, them. Ooh,
But he ain't gonna do that.
yeah, he ain't. No, but chilling.
Joey think he can do it by
But
himself. He about to
he gonna go
find
grab Ghostface Killer in them. Go Killer bees. Help me.
You think Kendrick gonna respond? I think he might respond later, not right now.
Yeah, not while he on tour.
Not on
When he
tour,
come
but
off tour,
he might respond. There's a chance.
he might do
I
something.
think he only
I
gonna
don't think
give
it's gonna
one
be during the
response
tour.
though. It's not gonna be like a multiple back and forth
Yeah,
with them
he
two though.
gonna pull a Drake. You know,
Yeah, I think
he
he's gonna
finna get
drop.
his
I think it'll
bread.
be one response, get it out the way, and then that's it.
Yeah,
I personally don't think I like Joey, but that's a different league, man.
I'm
It's a different
trying
league.
to tell people, bro.
You've had the time to show kind of who you are as a hip hop artist, bro. So, and it ain't that. You can't say the East Coast version of Kendrick. Kendrick is a multi-platinum, multi-Grammy, multi-Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Like he has hits. He got numbers. On top of the cultural, on top of the cultural aspects, is having great projects, coming up for mixtapes, like just the cultural aspects of being a rapper. He's also got the mainstream success.
Yeah.
Your mainstream success has come from acting. You got the cultural ties, and people like your music, but your mainstream success has come from acting. Kendrick did not. It came from music.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
It's not
that's the difference.
enough. Few solid, but it's not enough
It's
for me.
not enough. It's not enough. It's exactly how it is.
Hey, but for
So yeah.
the cipher part, it was cool, man. Cause I can't tell you the last time we seen the cipher.
So yeah, do you think hip hop misses ciphers? That's part of the question.
Yeah, if they gonna be like this Red Bull one, then yeah, we missing them. But don't come with some, like you said, don't come with no pre-recorded bars or some verses you got on the song that ain't out yet and stuff. Like, nah, if it's gonna get down like this,
Hmm.
the dome, and then yeah, it'll be lit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the
Or they
pre-written stuff,
could do
but
since the
yeah,
verses taking.
I don't want it to be a verse from nothing else. I do want it to be a verse just for the freestyle.
And I feel like since Swiss Beats and Timberland taking all day with the verses, this would be a good way to, if it's like some people we want to see go at it,
Yeah,
Red Bull could get a bag on, with this.
yeah, for sure. Well,
I just
yeah.
feel bad for Big Sean though, because every time he pop it, it be the wrong time.
Yeah, do you
It's
think
like, yeah,
there's a reason why he's always kind of like the catalyst for these diss verses, these diss tracks? Feels like it always happens around him.
always happen.
The call of action
It was
always
a
happens with Big
oh,
Sean.
it was a good verse. It was a good verse, but we wasn't here for that. We here for Ab Soul.
Yeah, yeah,
We
Joey
here for
Bada.
Ab Soul
Actually, it was a really great verse, Big Sean's was.
yeah. Even with with when the Drake and J. Cole and all that started popping off, the song was good, but we here for Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah,
It's like it always be the wrong time.
yeah, yeah.
Even like he dropped a dope album, but it feel like it came and went because
Yeah,
he dropped it while the beef was still popping. So I don't know, bro, but I mess with Big Sean. He one of my favorite artists
yeah. Me too. I don't think he gets the respect he deserves out of his generation,
at
but
all.
it is about timing with him. He seems to release at the wrong times or
The
does
wrong
things at the wrong
time.
time. So I definitely see
Like
that
he
for
could have
sure.
went last and let them get out the way.
Yeah, get them out the way. Then he'd have been more memorable by that. But Joey went last, and he was taking shots. So
And that's what we gonna hear about. You ain't even gonna hear about,
mm,
dang, Big Sean, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, exactly. So what you think about rappers starting to pick up doing more podcasts? Are you a fan of that or not? And what rappers would you like to see start one?
I mean, I ain't got no I don't have a beef with it. I would like to see, like some of our pioneers, you know what I'm saying, get
Yeah,
on the podcast and, talk like I mean, of course, it's cool hearing it from like artists we hearing now, but if we can hear like from some of the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Like let me get in my New York bag for a minute. Since we did. But yeah, like if we could hear from like some OGs, like the Curtis Blows and the
that's what Jadakiss and Fat
Public
Joe doing now.
Enemies, the LL Cool J. I mean, I know they do interviews, but just imagine
And
if like,
LL podcast would be dope.
yeah, like just hearing like or like I guess like different artists from like different eras, like talking about their eras or the competition or how it was and comparing it to now. Any kind of podcast like that, I'd be down there.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't mad at it though. But I ain't gonna lie though, I never thought I'd see a Fat Joe and Jadakiss
Yeah,
podcast.
for sure. Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
for
not.
sure.
I ain't never think we'll see that. I mean, I'm not surprised with Fat Joe because Fat Joe always, somewhere talking. So
Yeah, yeah. Jada kind of doing his own thing.
yeah, I
He's not really
wouldn't
a
expect that.
media guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's been doing it. He's been doing it for the past year with Carmelo. I think he got comfortable then.
Carmelo.
So,
His podcast. Yeah. Who would you like to
uh,
see? I mean, I know you down to see if Kendrick
so,
going, but he ain't got
no,
time.
'cause I don't know. Kendrick is not really a podcast guy. I mean, I think he's more fitted here and there, hearing him talk here and there. Yeah, I mean, I think one as a podcaster, I think it waters down podcasting. Obviously, you're getting
Flood
all
the
these rappers taken away.
market.
Yeah, flooding the market, taken away from possible listeners because they've got rapper names and followings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
so they gonna get the support regardless. Yeah.
I do think a lot of them are good, but I would like to see. So mine wouldn't necessarily be more. Um, rappers, even though I would like a blog era podcast, like specifically discussing like the blog era
Oh yeah,
mixtapes,
yeah.
who
That would
what happened when
be
this
dope.
website crashed and all this other stuff. But that would be a rapper one. The rapper that I probably would like out of that to run it maybe would probably be hmm, it's a tough one. If Nip was here or Mike Miller was here though, both of them.
For sure, for sure.
But uh, but I would say for me, I would rather see like a producer podcast,
You wanna
like
know what's crazy? I had a
produce.
feeling you was gonna say that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
man. I don't because we don't have that. We don't have any like producers that just specifically discuss that area of hip hop. Like what beat was this and who made this and who's your top 10 producers and and somebody to like sit down and like just only talk to producers from the past and what's going on now. Young, you know what I mean? There's women, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah,
so
if I
yeah.
could hear like a like Southside or 88 Mafia, TM88,
Yeah,
them,
yeah. Them
Sunny Digital,
talk and then
or
Sunny
even the
Digital.
OG people we
That's
heard,
what I
like
mean. Like
the Justice League
Infamous,
and Drummer
Justice League.
Boy,
Yep.
the Dre,
Cool
the
Dre.
DJ Quicks,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
yeah, that
DJ
would
Quick
be
does a good amount of interviews, so we've kind of gotten it. But there's never been like a platform where it's just producers, like
Jermaine
producer
Dupri,
talks, what beat, who'd you sample from, you know what I mean,
mm,
like all that.
yeah,
So
or if you like
how do you
still got
approach
the
sample?
that like how you formed
How
it,
you formed it? Certain stereotypes about producers, all that stuff.
yeah,
So I
or
would
the
like to see
business,
that.
how they do the splits and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, heck yeah. Yeah. That'd be way better than what I was talking about. I ain't gonna hold you. Go see Eric B. Look, Eric B. Rakim, see Eric B. on there.
That's what I mean. Like it would be cool because we don't really get to hear that side of hip hop a lot. It's like unless they're doing like something like Alchemist goes on a promo run with Larry June and 2 Chainz. They ask him some producer questions and he answers them. But there's not like a platform where he's just going to sit and that's all he talks about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. Cause man, I want to give a big shout out to 2 Chainz. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I would have never thought in a million years, bro. 2 Chainz and the Isley Brothers, the
Yeah,
ATL
that's so
Experience song.
hard. Yeah, that's so
Man,
hard.
that Voyage to Atlantis sample. Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 Chainz did this thing on that.
Bruh.
I hope it lands on something.
They
It needs
said
to be on the
it
album.
was supposed to. I hope it land on the album too. I know it's for a movie.
Oh, it's for
I think it's
a movie.
for a soundtrack. Yeah, but
Yeah, it needs to be on
still,
the album too.
so yeah,
That's a
bro,
really
that
great
job
song.
was And hey, he still got it, bro. Hey,
Man, 2 Chainz is underrated too,
oh
honestly.
yeah, big
Uh,
fan.
but
Come on, bro. Hey, we was
the 2 Chainz
this list
podcast, like I like his pod, like
him and his
he's a rapper that's done
son.
podcast. But yeah, I like that because it's different. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? He's sitting down with his son, and it's more like he getting to look back on his career through his son's eyes and see him grow up, and at the same time, like see him kind of be his own celebrity. You know what I mean? Based off the podcast and getting love. So I think that's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I do like that rappers are being more open about who they are and
Mm-hmm.
their
Yeah,
personalities and stuff
instead of
like
us
that.
having to wait for like an autobiography or like a documentary, like just to
Yeah,
hear it and
yeah, especially
present
from certain guys.
time
I think Fat Joe, he's already done enough as far as media. Yeah.
a lot.
We don't really get to see Jadakiss a lot, so that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. But yeah, I would
yeah.
like to see people that we may not necessarily get to hear from a lot,
Mm-hmm.
kind of sit and do it too. So
Facts.
yeah, so moving on. So uh, did you see that Rick Ross said that he was open to squashing the beef with Drake? Do you think he should accept that offer?
Ah, I don't know. I don't think Drake gonna accept it.
He shouldn't.
I
In my
wouldn't be
opinion.
surprised. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because I mean they do got hits together.
Yeah,
But it
yeah,
looked bad
but
on Ross though, because
yeah,
Ross did all
he
that
looked
and
corny. Yeah, he looked corny.
yeah,
He jumped out for what? What did you jump out for, bro?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
So yeah,
come
it looks
on,
corny.
bro.
It looks corny. Plus, he got punched up in Toronto, and he
Mm-hmm.
was vibing not like that. So
That's what I'm
I don't know if he was
saying. Now you
trolling when he
want
said that.
to,
He might have
yeah,
been trolling when he said
you
that.
you you need another hit.
But
All
yeah, nah,
them,
If I'm Drake, I'm not. Hell no. What?
bro. That's gonna be the bar you hear from Drake when he pop back out.
Yeah.
He gonna use that apology as a bar. Watch.
If you bring me some white Bel Air, some right Bel Air, then maybe we can discuss it. Man,
Like, come
shut up,
on,
Rick
man.
Ross. You
That's
looking for a
what you
market
get.
play, trying to open the door to get cool with Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah, no sir, bruh.
because
I'm on
you
Kendrick's
ain't
side
got
of
no
this
more
beef.
hits, bro.
I'm on Kendrick's side on beef, and I'm like, nah, hell no. You jumped out. You stand
Hey,
on what you
you
say.
chose the
You
side.
know what I mean?
They
You
say that all
chose
the
a side.
time.
You don't
You
get to
gotta stay
you don't
there.
get to pick side in that situation. You should have never picked a side if you wanted to stay on that side, but you didn't. And
Now
the
you
game
look
that the
sick.
game didn't, and he faced heat because he from Compton.
Literally.
He stayed out of it, supposedly.
Yeah.
He tried to go at Rick Ross, and Ross didn't respond to the game.
And,
So now he's looking
and
hella
the
corny.
game killed it.
Hella corny
See,
for
that's
that.
the thing. You don't want to go at the rapper,
Yeah,
but you want to
he
go at
went.
Drake, the dude
Yeah.
that gave you the hits and
But
stuff.
Drake's dealing with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now, but you can't go at the game.
I think that's hilarious.
Literally, and it's crazy. You know it's bad. Like with beef. I mean, of course with rap. It's on the foundation, bro. Spit some bars. Like you can only get away with like flexing your money and your nice stuff in
Yeah.
the beef. Like you can only do so much to
So much
eventually,
with that.
hey,
Absolutely.
drop where the music, where the bars at. Like all that trolling and stuff. Like once you get back to music, it only, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't work that, yeah. And I feel like that's what he be trying to do. He be scared to respond, so he just gonna flex on them. Like I never forget, the game dropped that song. He gonna show that Louis V cup. Like, come on, bro. Nobody for real, because you got a Louis Vuitton cup, bro. Like, come on, man.
That's crazy.
Out of all things, like you see, we just a regular styrofoam. You like, come on, man.
Yeah, come
LV
on.
cup. So
People just
yeah,
be
I don't think Drake gonna
flashy.
accept it. I feel like Drake gonna get back to rapping, with his
Mm-hmm.
heating up and stuff. Probably
He
working
should.
on a project.
He definitely should. Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, Ross, yeah. You need to get I don't know. You need to get your MMG team back or something.
I don't know
Anniversary
what
album
I
or
don't know what he
something.
need to do.
Well, I mean,
I
I
don't know what.
know or he might put it as, he the businessman. Look, he doing the 50 Cent thing now. 50 don't be dropping music like that, but he got the TV shows and all that and
Mm-hmm.
the fashion and doing the when he be going down there to was it Florida, Fort
Yeah.
Worth or something like that? Yeah, he be going down there doing them shows and stuff. So that's probably what he gonna do, because he be doing the car shows and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't know. My pop said apparently he got ran out of Detroit the other day too.
Ross did.
Yeah.
So I mean, he can't get run out of the city, dog. That ain't a good look, brother.
And I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, he be having some verses here and now, but it's like his new stuff don't hit like
Okay, you
his
see.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I seen the thing, like, bro, with streaming and stuff and people trying to put their mixtapes on there. One of
Yeah.
your best projects you don't want to put on DSPs because you made it for the streets. I'm like,
He's all rich forever.
yeah.
Yeah, that
You
don't
don't
make
want
any
to
sense.
put it on streaming.
The streets are streaming. I
That's what I'm
understand that
saying.
if you want to make money off of it, then put it on your own website and have people buy it.
Literally. But
But you gotta put it
I'm
out
like,
there. You got
because
to
he
do
talking about,
something.
I said,
That's
come
just
on, bro.
that's
Everybody
not
putting their
that's definitely
mixtapes on.
top 3 Rick Ross project for sure.
That's what I'm saying. You
So yeah, he tripping.
can capitalize off like that. Bring it on DSPs and, bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some artists, they should shoot new videos to their old classics. Like Juvenile, bro. 400 Degrees was like 98, 99. And he just
Mm-hmm.
dropped the video for 400 Degrees last year, and it still did numbers. So I feel like that could work for some artists too. It's some, like them hidden gems, songs that we like.
Mm-hmm.
Of course that, then make the singles they push. They could do videos for that and still do views. So I don't even know it, bro.
Yeah, me either, bro. Me either, bro. All right, moving along. Let's see. So I
Oh,
don't know if
yep.
you've been seeing about the dancing model girl, boots
Oh,
on the ground.
that's why I forgot to look up.
I'm sure you saw the video of the girl dancing with her boots and all that, and she getting paid to go dance at certain places. You know what I'm talking about?
Look, I'm looking it up as you speak. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, so you said a dancing girl.
Yeah.
Because I heard the song, the Boots on the Ground song.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's but there's an originator, black woman
Yeah.
that created the dance, and the mixed girl's been doing it. She's just really good at it and getting love for it by getting paid for it to go to different like rodeos and stuff. And uh,
That's
so
crazy.
I brought it up because I seen like some people upset that she getting paid for it. You know what I mean, and that she doesn't give the
She,
give the creator credit for the
yeah,
dance.
that's what I'm gonna say, bro. Just do the right thing. Link with the OG person, and y'all, come up with something, something together.
Yeah.
Compared to you like just taking it and trying to make it seem like it. Because we done seen this a bunch of times.
My thing is this. Okay, this is my argument to this.
What's up?
So whenever we see like TikTok dances and people getting TikTok dances going, you're getting views off those dances. You're getting paid for it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We don't ever
yeah.
see we don't ever see like people be like, this is the person that created this dance. We just start seeing it get popular.
That is
So
true. Yeah,
like
that
for
could have
this,
happened in this case.
and that's I really think that's what happened in this case. She started getting paid based off of just doing a dance on her own TikTok, and you know, not to say she doesn't know. Like I don't know, and everybody's they saying she's still. And I'm like, well, she's from my gathering, she's just a regular mixed girl. She grew up in the community. She just what I mean. She is doing a dance and getting paid for it. I don't
Gotcha.
think she's taking it to be like, this is my dance. I created it. I've never heard her say that or
Oh,
imply that.
okay. Oh yeah. If she didn't say that, then yeah, we
Yeah,
can't trust.
the only thing she said is people can't fuck with her with the dance, which I think she does the dance the best. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They could
So
collaborate and do it together.
that would be dope if they did collaborate though. I ain't
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, if it
gonna
was
lie.
like something that went
Do a
viral,
little tour together or something like that just to end it.
yeah,
But
that's all. But yeah, it's just like with sampling, bro. Like if you like, say I stole a sample, I know it's your song, but I put all this instrumentation and stuff
yeah,
to
and
try to
rap
block
over
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of just okay, I sampled it. Let me get the OG person. Like how we'll do your song, then they let the OG person do their song,
Mhm.
so they both can, the song can go back up and stuff.
Yeah.
Just like when I mean, not saying they stole, but like Jack Harlow when he did the first class, then it brought Fergie, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or Shabuzi with the Tipsy, and then he brought
Mm-hmm.
Jaquan out. Like it could be
Mm-hmm.
something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them can go up instead of trying to sit here because. Even if y'all do sit up here and claim it, what if somebody else come out and do it better than both of y'all? Then y'all gonna jump
Then
on
they
her?
gonna say, yeah. Then they gonna say, oh, she do it better. Yeah.
Yeah. So come on, collaboration, y'all. Unity, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at the Unity, obviously. All right, man. So Megan Tory has heated back up uh, this past week. It's been a lot of legal stuff going on. This past week,
Man.
Tory's lawyers came out. He was stabbed 14
Yeah,
times,
prayers up, man.
allegedly. Uh,
I'm glad you said allegedly. Look, and
allegedly.
I ain't want to be funny, bro.
Allegedly.
But
I'll say it.
this is the quickest recovery from
Allegedly.
14 stabs.
Allegedly. Uh,
That's the biggest bounce back ever, bro.
so in
Times that
reporting
you
that,
already.
they said that Kelly's bodyguard, which I don't know why she would need a bodyguard. My homie was saying that it's Megan's bodyguard, but he was protecting both of them. But that's not what the lawyer said. He said Kelly's bodyguard, so I'm going off that. Said he was told by Kelly that she was the one that fired the gun and not Tory.
Yeah,
After he's
he
already been
got to.
arrested and been sitting in jail all
Mhm.
these months, he
And
felt
that
like,
he couldn't get no sleep, and he was tired of protecting her.
yeah, he was tired of protecting her, even though he never signed an NDA. So what are you talking about? He could have gave this up. You had no legal buys to protect her. So especially seeing another man go to jail, you let him go to jail. get stabbed supposedly before he spoke up. Supposedly. So Megan's lawyers came out and said this was already tried in court. We're not gonna go back and forth. He's already been sentenced. He's in jail, pretty much.
Literally.
What do you think, man? Does Tory have a case here? Do you think he was the one that shot her foot, or do we know that it was somebody else that did it and he took the blame and took the rap?
I feel unless some footage come out, we are never gonna know. The only people gonna know is the people that was in that car.
Yeah,
and God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until then, it's gonna be a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, a whole bunch of this and that. At the end of the day, if you knew this, like you said, you already tried this in court. So to bring it back up, like I feel like you're trying to get a bag or something, or like I don't know, bro. I feel if this was true, but then again, it fall on Tory too because he was arrogant the whole trial. If he would have been head on, straight focused,
that's what doesn't make sense.
It was supposed to
like his
do. It would have been a different outcome.
Behavior around us doesn't make it feel like
But the fact you didn't take it serious, that's what got you locked up.
They said he didn't tell right away because he was trying to protect black women, so he took the. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, Tory. I'm sorry. Like nobody's gonna sit in jail.
Exactly. That's my whole thing with it, bro. Ain't nobody like, that sound good.
Yeah,
bro, ain't nobody
realistically, you're a rap superstar, and you mean to tell me you was a throwaway career for two women that you innocently had nothing to do with shooting? You still gonna take that rap? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And it doesn't make sense for a bodyguard to have you sit through jail all this time, go through court, be a part of that whole process, has never signed an NDA, so he had no legal bonds to protect anybody. Was only getting paid to be a bodyguard. It wasn't like he was a friend or something like that.
Somebody ran out of money.
Yeah.
Somebody ran out of money and trying to
clickbait and all that. Yeah, Tory trying to finesse and get out of jail.
Bro, he just got exposed today. I don't know who the girl was, but a girl had exposed him today and said, "Stop telling me to say this, that, and the third for you, and stop calling the."
Yeah, Tory Bricks. Yeah, she said that.
So you don't know what to believe, bro. At the end of the day, like I said, the only people gonna know is them three and God, bro. Yeah. So we can come up here with all these excuses. You can choose to support them or not support them based off of how you feel. At the end of the day, it's not gonna change what that verdict said. And like I said, prayers up the Tory Lanez for real. But like I said, that's the quickest comeback ever. Like 14 times, bro. You done got stabbed in your head and this and that.
Yeah, they made it seem like it was graphic as hell. I was like, dog, how did he walk away from that? He got stabbed in the back of the head 3 times and the side.
But you already back breathing good and
I can see Tory's in that story.
Come on.
With the mindset stuff. But we the ones I'm crazy. I'm
literally.
They talking about everybody supporting him, all these celebrities supporting him. I'm like, I don't know how a bodyguard telling his lawyers with no other than them saying that, we have no proof of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody just running with it. Like
unless somebody had a phone or if it was a camera in that car.
Yeah.
Show them back there. Unless we have visual presentation, it's all gonna be theories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to get us to talk about it again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy, bro. But what I was going to say, but yeah, I did see that, and free Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown got arrested in Manchester
for something that happened in 2023.
Hey, that's what happened. I tried to tell my homies
don't play, bro.
Been in Europe, I've been there. They will wait on you. I'm telling you, as soon as it was flagged that he was back in the UK, that's what his people should have. You gotta have people check on that kind of stuff.
Literally,
because as soon as they realized he was in Manchester, they pulled right up to his hotel room. They will wait. They will wait on you. They will.
That's crazy, bro.
So when everybody was saying that, they was like, "That's the Tory Lanez." I was like, "Nah, I've been to Europe. He should have had somebody check in."
I didn't think it was because he said free Tory. The timing was crazy though.
The timing was crazy, But
bro.
nah,
We
I've
just
been
seen
in Europe. Listen, they don't play, and jail's different over there. They already
and
denied
bro.
him bond. He got to
They
sit for a
denied
month.
it. They said he got to
Yeah,
be there till like
to June. He got a
yeah.
month. He got to sit for a month.
And they
I was
said
like,
and I think he had a tour. Like the tour's finna
yeah, they got to
start
push
too.
the date back. You got to check on that, especially if you making world tour dates, bro. You got
Yeah,
to
but
know what cities
then
you can.
too, I feel like I mean, and then again, he probably could have forgot he did that. But I
He
do
could have,
feel
but that's why you have a team. That's why you have people around you. You got a lot of money behind you. That's a big ass tour you about to go on.
yeah.
You pushing dates back messes up the money. So you got to have people that know, hey, can he come in UK? Does he have any pending charges, anything there before? So he knows ahead of time, all right, what do I need to do to avoid getting arrested when
Yeah,
I
that's what
get
I was
there?
gonna say.
If
Like,
there's
I
a
wonder
fine
if
or
he
a fee he was supposed to pay, or you know what I mean? Because they may not charge him. Maybe he was supposed to pay a fine off for the damages or something like that.
yeah.
He could have did that before he got over there, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Forgot flagged that he was in UK, and when you over that shit, they gonna get you.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you are. They don't give a fuck that you're a celebrity either. You
Yeah.
will sit in
I was
there.
like, you see what happened with Brittany Griner, bro? They
Yeah,
do
man.
not play.
ASAP Rocky too.
Them too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, they do not play.
Who else? Not Jello Ball got arrested in China. He had to sit. They don't play, bro.
Yeah. With the shoes. I mean, not the glasses or something like that.
Yeah, he's still in China, bro. They cut your hand off over there.
Yeah.
It's a dude in is it Indonesia? He playing basketball. Got
hmm
caught with some weed pills, and now he talking about he facing death by firing squad. I'm like, bro, you better know where the fuck you at. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all
These
doing
countries
this
are
stuff over
not
here.
America. They are not America. They will kill you and cut it. Like China is a place you get your fingers cut off for stealing.
Yeah.
So that's their punishment. You won't go to jail, but they'll cut your hand off.
Yeah.
Playing around. You lucky you kept it.
Yeah. Y'all be careful out here, man. Check. Yeah. Like you said. Yeah. That was on his team, bro. They should have.
Yeah, your team got to be. Yeah, when that happened, I was like, dog, how did they not check that? Like you got to check that because you go to these countries and like I say, you did something there, they will wait. And what happened probably is that those charges didn't get filed while he was still there. He probably did, and those charges got filed while he was gone, and he never was coming back. Obviously, right
Yeah.
away. So they didn't have a really way to get him outside of probably, once you get back to the States, there ain't nothing they can do about it when you were here.
Yeah. Because you across the line.
You across the runway. If you go back over there,
No holds
no,
barred.
right. So yeah.
Free Chris Brown, man.
All right. Last little thing before we get into the wrap ups.
What's up?
Antonio Brown almost got his chain snatched at a Aiden Ross event. That's the first problem. Yeah, Aiden Ross event. But video shows him getting into it. They try to take his chain, gets pulled away, and then you see another video cut away, and they're outside, kind of like fighting in a group or whatever. And you see Antonio Brown come around the camera with a gun, goes outside, and you hear gun sounds. So he got bailed out that day and bonded out.
And went
But
back on the stream.
now video evidence is out, so I'm sure we'll see something come out of that.
Is it
Uh,
CTE, Iggy?
I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. Yes, yeah. I said like people talking about self defense. I'm like that's not self defense if he goes back out there and shoots at them.
Yeah.
They're gonna get him for that. Like self defense is when he was getting his chain that then he pulled out and popped. That's self
Yeah, that's
defense.
different. Mm-hmm.
Once they pulled you away and you in a separate place and then you go back and shoot at them, that's no longer self defense. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know. Maybe it'd do some good for him to sit down for a minute. That boy. I was
Wow.
watching Cam talk about the other day because he was going to Shiloh talking about he was trash. And
Yeah, I can remember if we talked about that. Yeah.
Cam got the real footage. So I watched it
Yeah,
and
after
Shiloh
killing
was locking his
that
ass
man.
up. Shiloh was locking his ass up. I was like, nah, that's kind of fucked up. You knew he locked
Trying
you
to talk
up.
about his brother. Meanwhile, you was a sixth round draft pick.
Yeah, for real. Talking about fifth.
Like,
You was 6th-round draft pick, bro. You didn't get drafted in the first
come
round.
on, man.
So
Talking about that's what you had to do. I can imagine what you was doing before you started wilding out.
yeah.
And,
Well,
bro, you done had chance after chance after chance, bro.
yeah.
Come on, bro. Tom Brady even brought you
Took
in
you in.
with open
Yeah.
arms. And
Yeah.
you still,
Yeah. You
come on,
still
bro.
didn't
You
say
tried to rap. I ain't heard a song since.
that.
Yeah, come on, man.
We'll
I don't know, bro.
We'll see what comes out of that. But all right, that's it, man. Let's get to the hot takes.
Hot tiggity takes, man. You hear about your boy Shumpert?
Nah, what's going on?
He said that Tiana Taylor should
He wanted to go to
seek
jail.
jail
Yeah,
for violating divorce terms and saw him around kids and damaging his career. After she tried to put him in jail because she said he violated the divorce rule, whatever they had. Yeah, said he was violating and leaking out information to the public about what they was, going to court for and all that.
Man, that whole situation messy. I didn't see that coming with them. There's on some whole black love.
Man,
They
black
toxic as
love.
hell.
I want
Most
my
of it.
back
Yeah, they
blown out in
toxic.
peace.
Yeah, sending each other to jail.
She done
Like,
got with Mufasa, Malcolm X, my boy.
she said she want to get up. Can you imagine hearing? I ain't trying to hear that if I'm like, okay, dog.
Literally, bro. But yeah, bro. But I felt that was crazy. Shout out to Boosie. He got his honorary PhD in music composition from Heritage University.
Shout out to
Man, RP to one of my favorite wrestlers and hardcore legend, Sabu.
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, bro, that's a shocker, bro. He passed on Mother's Day, and he just had his last match like 2 weeks before that, like a retirement match.
Dang. Well, maybe he knew that's why he's retiring.
Yeah, because I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if they put the details out there yet. I just seen like they just confirmed like he had passed. So I was just like, dang, bro. But yeah, if y'all grew up on wrestling like we did, bro, you know about Sabu, bro. Especially them ECW days. Him, Taz, RVD, Sandman, Tommy Dreamer. Hey, but yeah, RP Sabu, man. One of my albums of the years. Shout out to my boy Key Glockavelli sold 34K first week and debuted number 8 on the Billboard 200. And he just dropped.
Salute.
Yeah, and he just dropped the video for Glockavelli. He did a he basically did a Millie video. That was hard.
Yes.
But and then I want to throw another album out there. Step Brothers. That's another album of the year candidate for me as well.
Yeah, strong project.
Heck yeah. So yeah, salute to the Step Brothers. Shout out to another legendary group, Goody Mob. They announced a farewell album and tour, after celebrating 30 years as a group. All right. Another one that's gonna blow your mind. So R. Kelly claimed that the best of both worlds was originally meant for him and Tupac and not Jay-Z. It said I wish he said I wish was the song I wish he said I wish was about Tupac at first, but he said originally that was gonna be their first collab for the project. The I Wish song.
I could see that being a pop song.
Yeah. Cause he said he met him back in 90. He met him in 96 and they talked about it like before he passed, of course. But
yeah,
I was thinking about that, like a R. Kelly and Tupac tape. Like I wonder how that would sound. But
that'd be kind of crazy.
Bro, did you hear about the earthquake last week?
Yeah.
I ain't feel nothing.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I was kind of moving around that day.
Yeah, I try to remember, but I was like, I ain't feel nothing. But then I went to when we was at Angela, she said the house was moving over there. So I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, it was like it hit Tennessee, North Georgia, and Metro Atlanta. Yeah, 4.1.
Crazy.
Like that's crazy. Did you hear about Dick's Sporting Goods? They said they acquiring Foot Locker for $2.3 billion.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dang.
Foot Locker.
RP Foot Locker,
It's about to
bro.
be trash in there. But Dick's actually got a better shoe collection than Foot Locker right now. It's been
Okay. I'm gonna have to check them out.
yeah, go in there and look. You'll see what I'm talking about. They got Sabrina Ionescu's in there, KD's,
Oh yeah, it's up, man.
Ants. They got the Ant Lows in there.
Got to get the Agent Wilsons too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to the best gaming console. PlayStation will now accept Apple Pay for game purchases.
Oh wow, okay.
Where you at, Xbox? Y'all done went up on the prices. Uh, Lil Wayne now holds the record for the second most diamond certified singles by a rapper.
Salute to Wayne.
I think Eminem number one. I gotta find the list, but I think Eminem won. Did you hear about the 106 in Park reunion?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yep. They announced 106 in Park 25th anniversary tribute at the 2025 BET Awards. Looking forward to that. Steve Stout and United Masters launched a daily payout feature for independent artists where they can get paid daily.
Mm-hmm.
Cassinet, Bust Down Rolling Avalanche goes gold. And then he also got the Streaming University. I've been seeing a lot of talks about that. And, I ain't gonna lie, that girl, though, she had me rolling because I almost felt bad for her. But then when I seen the clips, like why he declined it, yeah, she can't be mad. That was her fault.
It sounds like he built up a good team to me.
Yeah. But yeah, the girl was crying, but literally when they met, like you like embarrassed him and this and that, and was talking junk about him.
Mm.
But then he declined you to get into the university. Now you want to get on live and cry. I'm like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, that was clout chasing.
Yeah, man. So as you called it, Melly and Dirk, both of their bonds got denied, and Dirk trying to get a third. Dirk trying to get a third hearing. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think they got shit on Dirk.
Yeah, the girl. Yeah, they was like nothing changed their mind, and then too, they was like they warned them because apparently he was using like people calls, like he was using inmates calls to three-way people in jail and this and that.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I don't know, bro, but yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, free spurt. Ironheart, first black woman-led Marvel series dropped June 24th.
Yeah.
Disney Plus, y'all support it.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler's producing it.
It's finna go crazy. How do you feel about Michael Jordan joining the NBA on NBC and Peacock as a special contributor?
We'll see what that means. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be doing like commentary or if he's just doing segments here and there where he speaks. I don't know. I guess we'll see what it means. Special contributor can mean anything in his case.
True. Finally, after years of people wanting it has been rumored that GTA 4 Remastered is supposed to drop later this year.
Oh,
so
nice.
We're going to get a GTA 4 Remastered before GTA 6.
The GTA 6 is looking pretty dope. So
yeah. It just the comments had me rolling because they're like, dang, we gotta live a whole nother year. We gotta survive a whole nother year to play the game.
That's good.
Cena, bro, You Can't See Me turns 20 years old. My boy dropped a platinum album in 2006 when you had Carter 2, you had the T.I. King album.
Yeah, I remember when
Thug Motivation. Hey, my boy dropped in the middle of all that.
Unless you know how big of a wrestler he was.
Big facts. Snoop Dogg, No Limit, Top Dog turns 26. And also, I want to give a shout out to Snoop because he dropped a surprise album Friday called Is It a Crime?
Yeah, I'm going to listen to it.
He back.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to it.
DMX's Dark and Hell is Hot turns 27. RPX. Cameron's Come Home With Me turns 23. SWV sophomore album New Beginning turns 29. And then I think Ice Cube, his debut, his first solo, America's Most Wanted, turned 35 yesterday.
Okay. That's what's
Classic
up.
album.
Big
Heck yeah.
birthdays.
Big shout out to Janet Jackson. She's supposed to receive the Icon Award and perform for the first time in 7 years at this year's AMAs.
Oh, okay.
Stevie Wonder turned 75 over the weekend.
Happy birthday, Stevie.
All right. So I was watching this clip. I came across this clip, and you know Amiri's one thing.
Yeah.
It was
Marie.
originally for J-Lo.
Yeah, I saw that. She leaked it.
And it went #1.
Yeah, they trying to play her.
Literally, bro. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, J-Lo. I was like, I'm glad she leaked it, bro. Because yeah, like I tried to picture it. I was like, nah, J-Lo.
I can actually picture that. It seems like they were trying to get that to J-Lo, but especially at that time.
Yeah.
I'm still Jenny from the block. Then they get it into the birds that I got. That song.
Yeah.
It reminds me of what Marie's could have been. So, but yeah,
Yes.
she looks great too. She doesn't look like she aged at all.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm glad she finally back out dropping music.
Yeah,
Carrie
you see
Hilson,
her
she done
face.
popped back out the cut. Like,
Okay.
yeah, R&B, R&B turned up. And I want to give another. If we talking R&B album candidates, I gotta put Coco Jones on there. I finally got to listen to her debut album, and it was dope. I messed with it.
That's what's up.
But speaking of Carrie Hilson, did you hear what she said about the Icebox song?
Nah.
She revealed that that's not Timbaland on the song saying "So cold, I'm so cold." Like,
Who is
you
it?
know, when he'd be like,
Yeah.
"I got this," and the whole time we thought it was Timbaland, but no, it was another dude that sounded just like him. They said they wanted Timbaland on the song, but he was like, "No," because he was like, "He sounds just like me. I ain't finna do it."
What?
Literally,
That's crazy.
bro.
That's crazy.
Been bamboozled this whole time. But yeah, I just felt that was crazy, bro.
Where my heart used to be.
I'm so
Hey,
cold. I'm
I
so
thought
cold.
that was Tim.
Like,
That's kind of crazy
I'm
because he do
telling
sound
you,
like him.
fool, it was another dude that sounded just like him. But they said they wanted Timbaland on the song, but he was like, no, he was like, he sounds just like me. So I was like, that's crazy. Look, AI before AI.
That boy's been difficult.
Literally. Shout out to Jose Aldo. He UFC legend, officially retires. I've been seeing some people join the big three, but the latest one was Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, I seen that.
He done joined the big
Khabib's in
three.
the same team.
Yeah, ooh, yeah.
We're going one-on-one.
Y'all tune in, bro. And then my last one, like I said earlier, Portland Trailblazers are reportedly up for sale for $70 million.
Okay. Dang, that's kind of low. 70 million. Shoot, if I had it, I'd go for it. That's low.
Telling you, Jordan finna buy it, bro.
Nah, hell no.
He ain't do, Milwaukee. You see,
He don't
he gonna
need
redeem
nothing.
himself. He gonna make
Jordan is
Portland
being
back clean.
successful in everything but basketball. Fishing, racing. He needs to stick to that.
He needs to stick to that.
Yeah, stick to racing. He's been successful. I know that's because he don't have the aura of basketball. Like in basketball, he's like his aura is too strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that gets in the way of him being a successful owner. So, but all right, man.
But that's all I
don't have any other hot takes. You got any local drops you want to run through?
Yeah, I got you. So we got King Clown, A single out now, Savo Rachi, High Lifestyle single out now. My boy Nick 5, Misunderstood project out now. Jay De Niro, 2 of them, video out now. Coogee Doogie, F&F freestyle out now. Lester Coca, Fallback single out now. JB Money Fox since Day 5 project out now. Fast Break O, Checkmate, Mic Performance out now. My boy CEO, GJ Press One project and Overnight video out now. Trish Money, Big Honey, Still Chasing video out now. Tiff Tarantino, Turn Me Up video out now. GM and Tay, Zombieland video out now. My boy Eli, Greenfield Lighter, Mic Performance out now. Feet Up Sack, Can't Do Nothing single out now. Street Love, Trey and Kunky, The Baddest single out now. My boy Xandretti, For Real, out on SoundCloud. And then my boy Suevo, 7:30 single out on SoundCloud. And that's all I got for local drops. Follow me at 423 Breezo. I want to give a shout out to my boy Yo Maestro.
His birthday.
Yeah, his birthday just passed. And I think he dropped the country culture. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Shout out to my boy Quattro Cinco with the Nightfall.
Yeah, salute to Quattro Cinco for
Turned
that.
up. Again, big shout out to Tanner being one of the hosts for the debut show. And I seen the clip. His brother Clown came on there, and I don't know if the full video done dropped yet, but I seen like a clip of it and it went viral, so that was dope too. But yeah, as always, follow me at 423 Breezo, Iggy Loudmouth Podcast. Follow the YouTube. Check out the previous episodes. Shout out to everybody who came in and joined with us. Could have been anywhere, but y'all decided to rock with us. So for that, we salute. And Iggy, come on, man. I was scrolling on Facebook, man. I seen some announcements on there, man.
Yeah, man. I got the radio show getting set up.
Yes, sir.
Possibly going to be hosting a live cipher. Hopefully, a local cipher. We bring some rappers out and kind of. We were just talking about ciphers being missed, so that's where we're going to try to go. We'll see. So yeah, I'm excited about those things for sure.
And the mental health.
Yeah, so the therapy Thursdays every Thursday. Well, not every Thursday. First Thursday of the month. UTC Radio got a new radio show coming, and then I'll be bringing Mid-South Mondays back around that. So yeah,
let's go.
Yes, sir. I'm excited, man. Got a lot of things going.
It's up.
But all right, man. Yeah, man. So I'm about to cut on this game.
Time for Game 7.
Game 7. Last picks right now. OKC.
I'm going OKC.
OKC. We'll see.
OKC in 7. Bro.
Let's go, Shay.
Let's go, Shay. MVP. MVP.
All right, bro. I'll see you for episode 49 next time.
Yes, sir. And we out.
Thanks, bro.